Alright, what's going on guys, Excellence here, bringing you guys another video back if you're onto the channel. This time what I'm going to be covering is how you guys can unlock the Obsidian Camo in Modern Warfare in just 6 hours. Now, if you guys have seen my Damascus video, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have, that's where most of you guys subscribe from, this is going to be a similar video to that regarding like tips and stuff like that. I'm going to break it down in similar ways. Even though this camo is not as complex as Damascus, I'm still going to try and give you guys a good insight on what you guys need to be doing to just maximize your efforts to get this camo done as fast as possible. With that being said, we got to hop right into our post notification shout out today, guys, and that person is this guy on screen right here. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, you guys are eligible for a post notification. Just make sure you guys hit the bell icon and comment #BellGang in the comments below. If you guys want to improve your chance of being shouted out in the next video, comment the secret message somewhere hidden in this video. Alright, before we get into any tips here, I'm just going to show you guys a quick clip that I recorded in game. I got it on the Growl, and that's probably one of the harder weapons to get it on just because of the actual stuff that you have to do for it. It just takes a little longer than like an SMG or a pistol or whatever. I just recorded a custom game of me with the Obsidian Camo just briefly, so I'm going to cut to that right now just to show you guys a quick clip of it, and you guys can be the judge if you guys want to even go for this camo in the first place. This is actually the Growl in a match. I just loaded into a random like speedball match here in custom games just to show this gun off with the camo itself. My opinion, you know, like this is a decent camo. If you don't have Damascus, of course, you can always just go for this camo, right? But this is what it looks like on console. Obviously, if you're playing on like PC and stuff like that, it's gonna look better. I just thought I'd show this on console just because the vast majority of the Call of Duty like fan base, I think, is like on console, and I'm trying to show it in like the best like light possible. Probably right here is okay, but obviously you guys are the judge. Assault rifles are definitely the longest ones. It takes the longest to get it done. Obviously with the tips I'm going to give you guys, it's going to be a little quicker. But yeah, this is just the gun in game itself. Just wanted to show a quick tip because I don't have any gameplay with the actual gun just because I haven't had time to record any. So I'm just going to leave you guys with some random gameplay in the back with me talking over it with some tips. Alright, hopping back into it here. Just going to give you guys some brief tips here. Gameplay in the background, I'm honestly not really sure what I'm going to be using, but if you guys are wondering what class setup, whatever I do use, I will put the class setup in the description below. So I know that was one of the bigger questions on my Damascus video, is what class I was using, even though I mentioned it in the video itself. The class that I'm using will be linked in the description below. Without further ado, guys, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. We're just going to hop right into some tips here for you guys. The first tip that I can give you guys is just use non-lethal streaks. This goes for your UAVs, your counter UAVs, and your advanced UAVs. I found that when I'm using these streaks, it's a lot easier to just focus on the gun kills and stuff like that. It's a lot easier to track in your own mind, seeing that you're only going to be getting kills with that gun. With that being said, you guys are going to want to really focus on the gun that you're going to get it for. So if you're going to go for like the M4, try not to switch to your secondary too often, just so you can track those kills easier. You only need to get 15 to count for one match. You guys are going to track that fairly easy if you guys are just sticking to one weapon. Another tip that you guys can use is actually use specialist bonus. I didn't use this one personally. I used the first one, just advanced UAVs, and counter UAVs. I used the first one there, so I didn't really use specialist, but this is definitely a good idea. I know a couple of my buddies have used specialists to unlock this camo, so it's completely viable. It's probably honestly even better than the first one, to be honest with you, just because you're getting more perks. Seeing how that you're not going to be going for kill streaks anyways, you might as well just load up on perks, try and get this done a little quick. It could be even more beneficial than the first one there, but that's up to you guys. This is all based on personal preference here. Like, I'm a different player than you guys, and you're a different player than the next person. So what I'm saying is just a general outline of what you guys should kind of base your stuff around while going for this camo. I'm going to hop into the maps to play here. Obviously, the #1 map you're going to want to try and get is Shipment. There is a 10v10 Shipment playlist in the game currently. The day that I'm recording this is May 8th, but you guys will probably see it on the 9th, or if you're seeing this later, if the playlist isn't there anymore, smaller maps are always viable. So you got your Gun Runner, you got your Crash, you got your Shoot House, Rust, Shipment, of course, if it pops up in the playlist. Just keep your smaller maps. Obviously, you can play Ground War and stuff like that, but I think that if you're going to be playing on the smaller maps, it's going to be a lot easier for you to actually get this camo done, seeing you can just find people easier. I was going to hop into my next tip right away. It's going to be to rush around the map as much as you can. You guys don't want to be sitting in a corner playing passive, because your goal is to just absolutely maximize the kills you get in the game. So if you guys are really going to be wanting to get this done, you guys got to go and get 15 kills in a match as fast as possible. These games do stack, that's another thing. So if you're getting 30 kills in a match, that's going to count as 2 matches. For assault rifles, I think you need 200 matches. SMGs, I think you need 150. And then everything else varies in between. I'm not really 100% sure on all of these different challenges for each weapon category, but there isn't anything where you need to do different. You just basically need to get kills with all of them, except for the launchers, obviously, or some of them you just need to shoot stuff out of the air, and then the other launchers you just need to get kills with, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, play the small maps. It'll definitely benefit you guys in the long run. It'll help you guys get it done a lot quicker. That's basically all the tips that I have for you guys real quick. But I'm going to hop into what I kind of grade this camo difficulty on a scale of like a low skilled player to an above average player, like I did in my last video for the Damascus camo. So first off the bat, we got our low skilled players. This camo for the low skilled player is going to be medium to hard difficulty. It's not necessarily difficult, but it's just time consuming, and if you guys are like kind of lower skilled, there's nothing against that. It's completely fine if you guys are lower skilled. It's going to take a little bit longer than the average player or the above average player to get this camo, just because you guys are going to be not able to get those kills as quick or as efficiently as those other players. Hopping into our average and above average players, this camo is going to be fairly easy for you guys. Again, it's just time consuming, but with these tips, I'm hoping you guys can get it done as fast as I did. I did it in 6 hours, like this title says. So you guys could get it done even quicker with shipment 10v10, or you guys can get it done maybe even a little longer if you guys are doing this after the playlist. But if you guys are averaging 60 kills a match, you should get it in around 8 hours if you guys just play like straight through. Obviously, you're not going to always average 60. You're going to get a little bit more, get a little bit less, depending on your play style and your just overall skill and stuff like that. Of course, I did it in the shipment playlist, which is obviously going to speed up your stuff 100%. Damascus, gold camos, all that stuff. It's going to speed up your process 1000% just doing it in shipment. All right, the last player group that I kind of put in here was the Warzone players, because I know there's still a ton of players out there that don't have multiplayer access, that just play Warzone. This camo is definitely still achievable in Warzone. It's just going to take a little bit longer if you guys don't have multiplayer access. But for those Warzone players out there, I recommend you guys playing Plunder. You can respawn and just get 15 kills easier in a match rather than the regular battle royale. Obviously, the rule still applies to you guys. If you guys are getting 30 kills in a match, it's going to count for 2 games on your actual completion towards the camo itself. So if you guys are doing assault rifles, like I previously mentioned, you need 200. So if you get 30 kills in a plunder match, you're going to count for 2 overall matches going towards the Obsidian camo itself. This camo itself, in my opinion, it's okay. I think they could have done a little bit more to the camo itself, just to kind of catch your eye a little bit. I get what they're going to go for with the realistic aspect of this game. They've kind of really stuck to that and not really stayed away from it too much. But I really wish that we could have seen some animated camos this year. We really haven't had anything. I know Treyarch always kills it with the animated camo, so it's kind of hard to compare Infinity Ward to Treyarch in that aspect. But I definitely think they could have done a little better on this camo itself. And I actually remember me saying in my Damascus video that they can't really mess up the camo if you guys don't have Damascus, and then they went and messed up the camo, I guess. But I remember seeing a comment recently on my video, which is pretty funny about that. But just wanted to throw that in there. But yeah, if you guys do have Damascus, I would definitely just keep rocking Damascus. I only went for this Obsidian camo just to kind of make the content on it. I try to do it as quick as possible. I know this video is coming out a little late. The camo's probably been out for like a week now. So this video is a little later than I would have liked it. But there's just so many server issues, and I couldn't find games and stuff like that. I didn't even start until they fixed the matchmaking, so that's why I kind of have this video out later for you guys. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hopefully, guys, these tips can just help you guys get this camo as fast as possible. But it's been excellent, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new with post notifications turned on. I'm out. Take it easy.